DSP. What is up, everybody? I think I'm live right now. Yeah, I guess I am live. But yeah, man, Joe Rogan really pissed Twitter, pissed social media, pissed a whole lot of gamers off with his really out of touch comments about gaming. Yeah, what's up, Josh? Yeah, man. Where's the CSK Bay at? Is he going to show up yet? Yeah, he must likely show up in a few minutes. But yeah, man, I got Moist Critical, Penguin, Zero on the background, talking about the Joe Rogan fracas. And I'm going to talk about the Joe Rogan fracas because he's shading gamers, talking about how video games, how he's describing video games being a waste of time for most people, where he's like really out of base with this one.
And video games are a real problem. They're a real problem. You know why? Because they're fucking fun.
Addictive.
And you don't. Yeah. Well, I have a real problem with them. And you do them, and they're real exciting, but you don't get anywhere.
Right.
It's like you could do like martial arts, right? You could learn jujitsu. You get obsessed by jiu-jitsu, and then 3 years later, you're like an elite jiu-jitsu athlete. You're entering in competitions. You're a purple belt.
You're moving up.
Yeah, you're doing well.
Right.
You're thinking like, I might be able to open my own school one day.
You got confidence.
Yeah, if I have 100 students, and those 100 students are paying me X amount of dollars per month, I can make a living. Holy shit, I can have this would be amazing. And then you see your jiu-jitsu school, and your jiu-jitsu instructor has all these students and drives a Mercedes, and he's got a nice family, and like, that's the future. This way, you're doing something exciting and fun, and you don't. Or you could just be playing fucking video games. 3 years later, you could be that same kid just playing video games, waiting for the next whatever the fuck game is. Next.
Yeah, this is a way off base boomer comment. I mean, Joe Rogan is like Gen X, so he doesn't really get like being a game streamer is very lucrative right now. He's not. I mean, it's very lucrative right now. Even people who are not even really good at gaming, like Dark Side Phil, is making hella money off of gaming. I mean, let me show you DSP's net worth. I mean, Dark Side Phil is a well-known game streamer who's never been good at the games he plays, but the dude makes hella bank. DSCB. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let me show you the Dark Side Phil. How much Dark Side Phil be making? And this guy's an awful gamer. I mean, look how much makes per. Look how much he makes per year off of YouTube, off of playing video games very shittily. I mean, look at the biggest YouTuber. I mean, one of the biggest YouTubers ever, PewDiePie, made his name playing video games. That means making weird, wild noises. Making real riot noises. And he's worth $30 million basically playing games really badly with loud noises. I mean, and Ninja. Look at Ninja. Ninja. 15 million. He's making 15. He got a $15 million net worth off of playing Fortnite. It's very easy. I mean, it's a lot easier to be a millionaire and a lot safer to be a millionaire e-gamer than it is to be a millionaire MMA fighter. Because to be a millionaire MMA fighter, you gotta be one of the best MMA fighters in the world. It takes years of training to be an elite MMA fighter. But to be an elite gamer, it doesn't really take that long. And you don't have to be an elite gamer to have a lucrative career, as you see with like PewDiePie and Ninja and Dark Side Phil and all these other Twitch and all these other Twitch and YouTube streamers. It's probably the easiest way to be a millionaire right now, but it's really oversaturated. But Joe's comments about gaming is just way out of touch to right now, man. I mean, he does have a good point. Like, video games do draw a lot of your time. Like, I used to be an avid gamer myself, but video games do draw a lot of time on your day where you can be doing other things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a big fan of playing like Tekken and the NBA sports games, fighting and sports games. And I mean, talk about like fighting games. Let me tell you some like net worth of like some Tekken fighters. Like JDCR, he's probably one of the best Tekken players in the world. And and these dudes got like major sponsorships. They're on major TV. I mean, e-gaming is absolutely mainstream right now. And here's another fighting great. Let's see here. Justin Wong. Let's look at Justin Wong. And the thing is, like, look at this guy, man. This guy, look how much money he's made career-wise just off of gaming. Oh, I thought it was 81 million. But yeah, man, he's like one of the most famous fighting game people in the world, man. Do I agree with him? Not really. He's like, I agree with him bits and parts. Like gaming just take a lot of your time, but he's way off base with like it being a lose. You're wasting your time. It's not a lucrative career to get into e-gaming because you don't have to be the best in the world to be an e-gamer. You can just be a YouTube or a Twitch streamer and make a lot of bank. I can't make a lot of bank myself because I got too much copyright material from companies, but still though, man, like Joe Rogan just way out of base with this one, man. He's in his 50s, so he don't really get like the new generation right now. And it's just very easy and very lucrative to be a gamer. Even being a fantasy like a fantasy player, you know what I'm saying? Like a fantasy sports player is lucrative. Like I've made lots of money playing daily fantasy sports. Like you know what I'm saying? Like FanDuel, like DraftKings, like I know how to make like really good lineups, and I've made like I've won a fair share of money off it, like close to 1,000. Just off of just off of like daily fantasy playing. There's all kinds of ways to have a lucrative career right now without being the best in the world at it. Everything like in 2020 is so meritocracy. It's all a meritocracy nowadays, man. But PewDiePie is a really good example of somebody who wasn't the best at his craft, who managed to be a worldwide celebrity and famous millionaire, and he's still at the top of YouTube. But if you look at a PewDiePie gaming stream, he's not a good gamer. He's never been a good gamer. He made his fame really just off of his reactions. Yeah, let's see PewDiePie 2012. I'll show you what got PewDiePie famous. Because I've been on the YouTube scene for like 10 years. And PewDiePie got really big around this year. And this guy got famous doing stuff like this. I'll show you one of PewDiePie's gaming videos.
Managing your projects shouldn't feel like this.
And wait till this freaking ad plays.
It should feel more like this. That's why you need ClickUp. With ClickUp, when you want to assign a
Oh, come on. He was entertaining, engaging. That's all you gotta be nowadays to be a really big gamer, is just be entertaining, unique, and engaging. And PewDiePie was entertaining, unique, and engaging. And he was lucky to be a Swedish guy who spoke English, who uploaded in Italy.
Whoa. How's her staying outside? First off, right at the Shuker, I want to say thank you, bros, for 800 subs. I can never say it. I couldn't even say it in a month. 800,000 subscribers.
Wow,
bros,
look at that. That's way before
it
you
really
got
means a
super
lot.
big.
I never thought, I didn't even think we'd ever reach this much. So I'm really happy about it.
I mean, look how humble he
really
is.
glad
I
you
mean,
guys
he's
like the
humble
montage that
to
I
make
made
it to 800,000 subscribers. Nowadays, the dude got close to 100 million subscribers off of YouTube.
I really
He's still the top dog on this platform.
Right, grab that shit and then hump it. Is that what I'm
But
supposed to
the
do?
corporation is trying to like mow this dude down. He wasn't good at gaming.
Oh my god.
A lot of you bros wanted me to give you a tour or whatever of the house.
Look at that, man. Look at this dude, man. A millionaire house somewhere. I think this was in Italy. This guy had a comfortable living playing video games.
Since it's not really my house,
being
I don't
mediocre
really
at
see,
it,
like,
but his
point.
personality was
But
the reason
since,
why the dude got huge. Like Joe
This is a
Rogan.
little embarrassing because I like to keep my thoughts on somewhere. Otherwise, there's me editing a video. There's my Logitech webcam. I like black software. It looks good.
I mean, look at PewDiePie's setup.
My
I mean, it doesn't
legendary
take that much
headphones.
money.
They're starting
to
to
have a
break.
setup
I
like
really
that
don't want them to break.
And to have a
There's
to
a
create
Razer
lucrative
Mamba
career
that
on
got
YouTube,
sent for
but
me for
now
free.
it's a lot
Thank you,
harder because
Josh,
it's so
over at Razer
saturated.
for sending me free stuff. I like free stuff. Here's my beauty to get started on YouTube, but it was worth every penny. And that concludes the setup tour of PewDiePie, and it will end, if I remember correctly, with a hairy leg. Let's see it. There it is. Alright, and we are back with PewDiePie from the past again. I wanted to do a Q&A.
Alright, I'll go to one of his older videos. Yeah, 10 years. Yeah, he started back in 2010. But I'll show you one of his oldest videos, man. Like, I mean, PewDiePie is a good example of someone who got famous. I mean, someone who got famous off of like not really high effort quality content. I'll be real with you. I mean, not having that much talent. His talent, I mean, it's just his personality was just engaging and managed to capture a huge audience. But I mean, he wasn't a good player. He was never really the best game. He was never really a good gamer. Not really the best at his craft, but he managed to have a, I mean, just to keep railing the point, have a lucrative career. Have a lucrative career just off of gaming. Which Joe Rogan is knocking, which Joe Rogan knocked down as a loser's thing, which it ain't. I mean, it's the easiest way to have a lucrative career right now. He's just way off base.
If my man was wearing this, I would be all over him.
So annoying.
That smells really good.
It smells like my guy's cologne.
Okay.
It smells really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna move on from that. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna show you the net worth of gamers, or the net worth of the most famous e-gamers. Oh, come on. Yeah, most famous Justin Wong is another one. Ninja. The top current. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the top 10 current esports athletes. I'm pretty sure you heard of these names. Amnesiac, Olaf Master, Crimes X, Fatality. I heard of Fatality. Fatality is awesome. Get Right, J Dong, Backyard, Faker. Oh yeah, Universe, Fear, PPD. I'm telling you, man, it's just way off base with the whole. If I'm a parent, I would prefer my child to grow up to be an e-gamer than an MMA fighter. I mean, because you see, like, MMA fighting is not for everybody. Let me show you a really clear example of how MMA is not for everybody. As you can see, like CM Punk whole UFC career. Let me show you an example of. Let me show you an example of someone who's not the best in the world at a craft, looking like he doesn't belong and just getting the crap beaten out of him. Take a look at this. Take a look. This guy has very little training. He had very little MMA training coming directly from the WWE. And the WWE is not really combat sports. It's more like stunt acting. So him coming from like a non-MMA background into the octagon, and look how out of place he is. He'll be. And watch how badly injured he is. I gotta give CM Punk for having the balls to get into the ring, but you can clearly tell he doesn't belong there. As you see, he's trying so hard to take this fighter's leg down. He's a third-rate MMA fighter too, for record. But as you see, he's throwing horrifically bad punches. Oh wow, he might have to get a takedown. Yeah, look how bloody CM Punk is. I'm getting clobbered. This guy, this black guy was toying with him. Look at him, he's toying with him. He's not taking. Oh man. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of Maximum Dude. Yeah. I heard Maximilian Dude, man. He's one of my favorite YouTube channels. Maximilian Dude's sick. Look how bloody. I mean, it's a lot safer being a gamer than it is being a UFC fighter. You ain't gotta be the best in the world to be a gamer. You just gotta be a mediocre, so-so gamer like Maximilian Dude. And let's see Maximilian Dude's net worth. Because I know he's not really a professional fighter. See, look at his net worth. $4 million. Look at that. $4 million. Off of playing fighting games. And he's not even the best fighting game player. That goes to like either Justin Wong or damn, who's that Japanese? Damn, the Japanese guy. Daigo? Yeah, Daigo. Japanese, yeah, Daigo, JDCR, Knee. Who's some really good Street Fighter players? Alex Valier. Damn, I mean, there's a lot of names out there from like Korea, Japan, Europe, and even the U.S. who are way better esports players than Maximilian Dude. But Maximilian Dude is making $4 million just off of being an engaging personality. He's live stream now on YouTube. Yeah, man. And I mean, he's not the best player. He's not even that good, but he's making hella money. He has a very lucrative career. Yeah, let me show you Maximilian Dude getting his ass whooped. Yeah, I liked how you mentioned him in the comments, CSK, baby, because he is one of my favorite gamers. Oh, yeah, I want to show him his DSP. This would be hilarious. Two really bad gamers. Oh, come on. They got to have it. Oh, no. No, come on. There's no Dark Side Phil versus Maximilian Dude. Maximilian Dude and the Rays quitter. Alright, let's see. Yeah, let's see Maximilian Dude and his Rays quitting. Alright, I'll just go to Rage. I wonder if my thing is slowed. No, I want to see Maximilian dude getting his ass whooped, getting beat. I mean, like, as you can tell, like, he's not really, like, that good of a fighting gamer. But he's really successful at what he does. Ignorant Rizzy. Oh, yeah. I'm going to show you Ignorant Rizzy. Ignorant Rizzy's really good. He's, Ignorant Rizzy. I have Ignorant Rizzy on a lot of reaction matchups. Especially from 2015, 2016. Even Maximilian losing a lot of my reaction matchups, especially when it comes to fighting gaming. But yeah, let me show you how shit Maximilian dude is at gaming, and he's still making this, and he's doing his thing. Man, my internet is really slow. I apologize for my slow internet. It's just so, it needs a lot of work.
The fighting game community, a place where legends of all kinds gather in brotherhood and competition.
Oh, are you serious?
I gotta tell you, I recommend checking out Ignorant Rizzy's channel, man. The dude is funny. The dude is hella funny. He has really good live streams, really funny reactions. I really recommend you check out this dude's channel.
And join us as we begin.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. Trying to go from the dash and command grab.
Okay, we got rock down.
She does a lot of damage, it definitely
Look
looks
at
like.
these two not very skilled players
Here comes the Jungle King, though.
Calm down, Rizzy.
who are absolutely known in their community
With this Kyoto.
and are basically like celebrities. You know what I'm saying? They're basically like Maximilian dude is basically a celebrity in his community. You know, fighting game community. He's like one of the biggest fighting game YouTubers out there. And then you got some of the big. Sky does Minecraft. There's another famous gamer who's not really big, but so Joe Rogan's like just really out of touch with his comments on gaming being a waste of time because it's a lucrative. It's a very lucrative industry if you know how to be engaging to a large amount of people and just be entertaining like me. Man, maybe I should start my own gaming channel. Who knows? Oh yeah, I want to talk about this whole Ellen thing. Yeah, just to move on from that, I do want to talk about Ellen DeGeneres' show and her workplace being under investigation by Warner Media. This is a really huge scoop because Ellen is one of the major. She's one of the major people that. Let's see. She changed the culture. Damn, I'm trying to remember that word, man. This weed really just phased my mind, man. Yeah, the Overton window. Yeah, she pushed the Overton window into accepting LGBT people because she was the first. She was probably one of the first celebrities to come out as gay. She's one of the first back in the 1990s. I'll show you the episode where Ellen announced she was gay. It was a major turning point in television history because she was the first mainstream LGBT celebrity. But as you see from behind the scenes, she's turned out to be a lot worse than what her image is on TV. But here's Ellen coming out back in her TV series in the 90s. In the first couple of episodes, she was
so
straight.
hard, but I
here's her coming out.
think I've realized that I am. I can't even say the word.
Darn.
Why can't I say the word? Why can't I just say? What is wrong? Why do I have to be so ashamed? Why can't I just?
Just to give y'all some context of 20
truth,
years ago, LGBT folks were not accepted. Being called gay was a usual slur term. It's usually a diss word like you faggot, fuck you gay faggot. You know what I'm saying? it's usually a derogatory term towards somebody to call somebody homosexual, but now it's hate speech. I mean, the Overton window on acceptance of LGBT people have changed a lot in 20 years. Even our President Trump is very accepting of LGBT folks. As he had a gay head of Intel. One of his director of intelligence. Yeah, the director of national intelligence, Richard Grenell, is gay. The Republican president chose a gay director of intelligence. That would not happen 20 years ago because, I mean, especially in the Republican Party, that was heavily anti-gay. It was overtly anti-gay because they were pandering to like really strong evangelical Christians who were against homophobia. I mean, I'm just talking about the period.
Be
I mean,
who I am. I'm 35
this
years
was major.
old. I'm so afraid to tell people. I mean, Susan, I'm gay.
This was made. This was absolutely shocking in the late 90s. Pre-social media, pre-social media, pre all of that, man. Most people had negative views about homosexuality, and she was the first people to legitimize being an LGBT celebrity, and this turns out to be some really bad shit. As you see, she's a subject of an internal investigation by Warner Media, followed numerous accounts of workplace problems in a long-running daytime series. Executives from the show Telepictures and Warner Brothers Television sent a memo to staffers that they engaged WB owners, Warner Brothers Employee Relations Group, and a third-party firm who were interviewed current and former staffers about their experiences on set. A Warner Brothers spokesperson declined to comment on the matter. A rep for the Ellen DeGeneres show said did not immediately respond to the Variety's. Ooh, that means it's really bad. That means it's really, really bad. BuzzFeed's story contained a spectrum of accused racist behavior, from microaggressions to jokes about mistaking two black female employees with the same hairstyle, as well as criticism of statements allegedly made to another staffer by executive producer Ed Glavin. Glavin and fellow producers Annie Lasner and Murray Conley addressed the allegations of joint statement to BuzzFeed. Ooh. Yeah, Annie Lasner is one of those annoying Twitter SJWs who always tries to sound like really woke and stuff. And as you can tell, in the general rule, the more woke you are, the more you got some trouble in the closet. And as you see, the most woke tend to have the most skeletons in the closet, as they're heartbroken and sorry to learn that even one person has that negative experience. It's not who we are. It's not who we strive to be, not the mission Alan set for us. Okay, so let's see this BuzzFeed story. I'm going to search for the BuzzFeed story. Alright, let's see something awesome. Alright, let's see here. Let's see the toxic workplace culture. It's always something that the most woke people tend to have the most skeletons in their closet. Isn't that something? Isn't that some shit? For real though. Former said, "Be kind talk show manager of toxic culture." Yeah, she built her brand by being kind. It's all for show. I know they give money to people help them out, but it's for show. Duh. Now it's really revealing how there was a lot of transgressions going on behind the scenes. Like a lot of limousine liberals anyways, especially in Hollywood. I mean, a lot of people here are fake. I mean, they're fake woke. They don't really believe what they're saying. They just virtue say to get them to show themselves like, I care. They have people show that, they have people look at them like they care, but in reality they don't care. They just want to seen as showing that they care. Yeah, it's so rough. It's so ridiculous. It's narcissism. They take employees very seriously. Okay, let's see. The black woman told BuzzFeed she experienced racist comments, actions, microaggressions during her year and a half as an employee. She says when she was hired senior level producer told her another black employee, "Oh wow, you both have box braids. Oh, you do." See, that is liberal racism at its core. You see, I mean, this comment probably comes from a college-educated liberal type of person. I mean, a lot of conservatives can be racist too, but this is some really liberal type of racism. And at a work party, she said one of the main writers, so I'm sorry, I only know the names of the white people who work here. Implicit racism. I mean, if you ever read that Right Fragility book with Robert DiAngelo, a lot of that type of racism tend to be shown in these type of people. They see black people as props. They'll hire a black person off of Affirmative Action just to show off, like, oh, we're all about diversity, but they only care about the skin color. I mean, it's only to show. It's only superficial. They don't really care about the person. I mean, it's not about the person's side. It's about showing off, like, oh, we got this black woman working there. We're not racist. But in reality, they don't really respect them as a person in these types of environments. Because I used to work on a TV show, The Bachelor. I worked on this 7 years ago. So I know how the backstage culture is in Hollywood. But I'm not going to talk more about that because that would be a lawsuit. But yeah, I got to keep that down low. But when a porn employee brought the issues of race and representation on the show, and asked producers to use offensive terms like spirit animal, her colleagues called her the PC police. Oh wow, yeah, she's one of those critical race theory type of people. When she started to speak up about the discrimination, she said all of her colleagues distanced themselves from her. As you can see, and I'll tell you, all these colleagues, on Twitter and Facebook and on social media and stuff, would love to show off how woke they are, show off how anti-Trump they are, call conservatives Nazis, call people fascists and all that shit. But behind closed doors, they tend to be racist. So whenever she brought up the issue to her white male boss, he would bring up some random story about some random black friend that he had. See? Oh, I got a black friend, but I voted for Obama. That how he had managed to get over stuff. He uses black friends in some way to say, I understand the struggle, but it was all performative bullshit. That's all it is, really. Just performative bullshit. And she asked for a raise, made a double from the same job, despite working on the television industry for a decade. Her manager told her that they see what they could do, but months went by and nothing happened. They definitely oppressed what they preached to be crime manager. The former employee said she was also called to a meeting with executive producer Ed Gavin, where she was reprimanded for objections to this term spirit animal, asking for a raise, and suggesting that employees of the show receive diversity and inclusion training. Yeah, I got a feeling this woman right here is a critical race theory type, very heavily influenced by Kimberly Crenshaw and all that. You know what I'm saying? Basically they do like diversity inclusion training is basically a way for non-qualified people to get hired based on their race. It's a grift. It's a big time grift. It's a big time grift that doesn't take a lot of effort and it's very easy pay. After the meeting, she left for work and never returned to Ellen DeGeneres show. She said she has no plans to ever work in the entertainment industry again. For years, she felt a fear of speaking out, but is not inspired to share experiences because of recent conversations about race in Hollywood and other places. I mean, as you see, like, these people are total hypocrites. They're not who they say they are. I feel like I'm not alone in this. We all feel this. We've been feeling this way, but I've been too afraid to say anything because everybody knows what happens when you say something to a black person. You're blacklisted. The former employee also said her manager from Maryland recently reached out to her amid the Black Lives Matter protest for apology. Oh, God. Not being a better... I hate that fucking word. But the former employee said it was too little, too late. I feel angry about the way I was treated. I'm always going to stand up for black, indigenous. See, at least she said Latino instead of Latinx. Latinx is really like... It's an anglicized word for Latino people. It's disrespectful. It's like... It's Anglo... colonization of a Spanish word. Like, most Latinos prefer being called Latino because there's a gendered term for it, like Latina. Asian people, I mean, seriously, woke whites are the most annoying, racist people. I mean, seriously, they're racist. They're basically white supremacists with a guilt complex. Because they'll say white people are superior, but they'll say it like in a negative term, like in a feeling of guilt. spokesperson. I think there's a lot of smoke and mirrors when it comes to the show's brand. They pull on people's heartstrings. They do know that this is going to get likes, what people are going for, which is a positive message, but it's not the reality. Like, it's a fake show. Damn, look at this story right here. She was on the show for nearly a year, and then she had to take medical leave for a month to check on her mental health. But the week she returned to work, they told her, damn, that's cold-blooded. That's absolutely cold-blooded. And another former employee said they were fired on an unexpectedly difficult year that required them to take away from the job on 3 occasions: medical leave, working remotely, and then 3 days of travel for another family member's funeral. Oh, wow. We're the bad supervisors in HR. That's the definition of a toxic work environment, where they make you feel like you're going insane, and you're like, no, everything's feeling. See? Wow, manipulative. It's people drink the so there's a division between the staff members about people drink the Kool-Aid or Well Light, and people recognize that work environment is toxic. Those who push back against producers, you don't have the contract renewed. Yep. Kind of, this is Ellen. You never find anything better than this. Wow, sounds like an abusive environment. And it was a culture dominated by fear. If you have an issue, yep. Oh damn. So it was a culture dominated. So it wasn't as woke like they say it is on the screen. Ellen is fake. Wait, not hers. I can do that. Yep. I bet you Ellen is basically finished now. I mean, she was basically finished taking a photo with George W. Bush, especially when many considering George W. Bush was a war criminal. And look, Ellen DeGeneres has finally fallen. Her staff couldn't be happier. Ellen DeGeneres has been mean for years. Let's see how mean Ellen DeGeneres was. Because when this pandemic started happening, man, she made some really crazy videos on Instagram calling friends and stuff from her home. And there was some conspiracy